So have been cheating on my diet lately, pretty much every 10 to 15 days. So I was just going through ChatGPT and I was asking it to give me some studies that what could be causing us to cheat on the diet, and also why could we be cheating on our diet. And I know this is not just a problem of mine, and there are a lot of people in this world right now who could be going through this particular scenario where they stick to a diet for a certain period of time and they want to cheat and they will probably binge eat. And that's, many people say that's because of your habits, so that's because of their identity. And you know that's because of, like it is said that many people who start the, they set a new year resolution, like they'll quit apparently on probably January 13th, just because that's when their desire to keep doing the whole old habits that they were doing before rises up and they eventually quit. It's probably like 11 to 13 days, and once they start working towards their resolution and they finally quit. So I just found the solution on how we can potentially push past the period where we that's the desire is just so enticing for us to just cheat on our diet, or probably do the bad habit that we were used to doing before. So the research shows that the solitude lab research shows that short period of solitude after stressors help restore emotional balance, reduce psychological stress. So it it's basically says that when we you know sign up to a new year's resolution, so we just stick to it for the first 10 to 13 days, and it just becomes stressful to keep going. And we want to quit just because of the impulses in our brain that just forces us to do the thing that we were doing before. So this happens just because there could be stress, there could be a lot of desire in our brain that could be forcing us to do this. So David Goggins says that you can't think rationally when you're going through pain, suffering, and you want to quit. So for the 13 days or so, when you start working on your new year's resolution, you have to suffer. You have to suffer to get to a certain outcome. So basically you are through stress, now you have the desire, and you can't think rationally just because you want to quit because it's becoming uncomfortable. So at this particular point, they say that if you spend like a 15 to 30 minutes in a solitude, you can push past through that, harsh period, the uncomfortable period. Like if you sign up to a new year resolution that says don't cheat on your diet for next 75 days, so you feel like you want to cheat on your diet on the day 13th. So what you are going to do is just sit for 15 to 20 minutes just in solitude, or probably take a walk, or maybe just go upon your building, your home, and just look at the sunset, look at the sunrise, maybe just listen to the chirping of birds. So when you spend your time in solitude, eventually it just reduces your stress. So they say that, you know a great anecdotal experimental design you can reference. Bro, I can't even spell, imagine that. Anecdotal, ANECDOTAL, experimental. Let me actually search this up. Meaning of story of something based on personal stories, experience, or observations, rather than systematic research or hard evidence. Self or personal stories. Okay, okay. So like anecdotal means like your self experience. So it's like basically you, instead of you relying on some researchers or like what studies say, you just work, like you take action on through your that you have gained through your experience. So they say that anecdotal evidence suggests that drinking chamomile tea helps me sleep better. So that's something that you just discovered. So it says that like spending like like this is like an anecdotal, bro. I can't even spell what the fuck. So like you spending in your like you spending time in solitude helps you like think rationally, just because you calm your brain to just be okay for a few minutes, just so that you really like do the maths, do like your brain calculates whether or not to cheat on your diet. And this could apply to any part of your life. Like let's say if you're working on a, like if you start a new business and you feel like quitting on the day 30th, and you have nothing to do right now, but you can spend your time in a solitude just so that you can think rationally. You can make a choice to keep going forward just so that you'll get the outcome eventually. So this way you can, you just grab some time, you just buy some time to just think rationally when you spend time in solitude. So that can really help, bro. So there could be many people who could be getting off their freaking schedule, freaking there could be many people who could be getting derailed with this one thing, just with their desire, and a lot of things that could be enticing for them to quit the journey they're on. So hope this helps. So this was something that I just discovered, just because I was just like cheating every 15 to 10 to 15 days, and I usually stick like I can just go on super hard diets, and I can just stick on to the diet for like 75 days, 80 days, 100 days. And usually that wasn't a problem. And for some, for the like goodness, for like the love of God, I just went and made a research on why could it be happening like this. And I just discovered that I was just working a lot, I was just stressing about the work, I was just stressing about the business here. And I wasn't really focusing on my diet, I wasn't really focusing that much on my workout, I wasn't really focusing on that much about my bodybuilding goals about this particular year, even though I'm super consistent with the gym. To be honest, I'm actually not. And also the diet. So I just thought of asking ChatGPT about what could be making me get derailed from the journey that have been uh like want to achieve right now. So hope this makes sense. So if you're someone like me, if you're facing like this harsh desire to just cheat on your diet, maybe just 15 to 13 minutes of solitude could really help you to just push past through that fucking like beach voice, like period, this the certain period of time, and you can eventually stick to your plan and hope you achieve that outcome. So yeah, that was it. I hope you really found some value out of it. So if not, like bro, I'm pretty sure you got some value out of it. So yeah, hopefully maybe like, subscribe, share, and if not, no problem. I really love you. Keep watching the videos. I'm gonna bring more and more crazy content. And they say that action speaks louder than inaction. So you watch this video, just go take action on it, and you'll be better person from like if you compare to yourself right now and the version of you in the next few days or next few months or next few years, if we just took action on what we just learned. So peaceful. So peace, love you, bye.